In this video, we're going to note how two blanks, or the two blanks in the text completion function. There's a relationship between them. There's a relationship between the clues. This is a structural analysis, and breaking down the structure of this text completion is really important to getting this text completion right. Now, this is the sort of text completion that the GRE likes to ask, because it's not so much testing vocab as it is testing logic, the way you're able to discern how a sentence is put together. So let's try it. Again, ignore names. To call M's exhibit hackneyed would be blank. Yet, asserting that the artist is of a blank talent would be blank. So there's what we call parallelism going on here. Parallelism would be blank, yet would be blank. And so knowing our identifying of the sentences from the one blank text completions modules, we know that there's a sentence shift afoot here. That is, their blank here, this first blank, is opposite to magnanimous. The question is, why is it not opposite to the second blank? Because of parallelism. And that means, well, let's read the sentence one more time. To call M's latest exhibit hackneyed would be blank, yet any assertion of blank talent would be magnanimous. So you see that magnanimous matches up here with this first blank because of the would be A, yet would be B. So the blank is opposite to magnanimous, and magnanimous means generous, kind-hearted, big-hearted, giving. So we want a word that is the opposite of that. So charitable is definitely not the opposite. Debatable is not the opposite of generous. Base, if you're base, you're mean, you're despicable, you're underhanded, you're unkind, all those words lumped into one, and that gets us the answer. Now, again, analyzing, breaking down the sentence, what then of the second blank? Well, to say his latest exhibit is hackneyed would be blank. We know that the first blank matches up with magnanimous, and it says yet to say that he is of a blank talent would be blank. Well, what word came before the first would be? It was hackneyed. What comes before here? Well, it's the sort of talent he is. So again, what's the relationship between the blanks? They're opposites because of that yet. Therefore, the blank here, second blank, has to be opposite from hackneyed. Well, if you're not sure hackneyed, or you forgot it, there's definitely an important GRE word. If something's hackneyed, it is unoriginal and trite. It's been done before. No originality or imagination involved. So we want a word that's the opposite of that. Egregious means really, really bad. Singular means it stands out. It's unique, one of a kind. It's not trite. It's not hackneyed. There's our answer. And then circumscribed. Circumscribed means bounded or set or limited in some sort of way. That doesn't work here. And you can see by breaking apart the sentence, noticing the parallelism here, the function of the blanks in the sentence, we're able to get to the answer choices. Now, if you didn't know the vocab here, what I've done is I've gone out of my way to make sure that the vocab is challenging in most of these text completions, but that it's not ridiculous, meaning I'm not going to throw in a bunch of obscure words you're probably not going to see on the new GRE. Again, the old GRE definitely did have obscure words, but I'm throwing in the high frequency words, and every word here is high frequency, so make sure you know it. But again, the answer for this one, base and singular.